doing theory videos now. So, yeah, we're doing theory videos now. And there might be a little bit of noise in the background. My cat's with me, so she might start purring or something. But yeah. So let's just get on with this. Today, if it isn't clear, we're covering like what's pretty obvious to be one of my favorite games of all time, Poppy Playtime. I'm going to call this the huggy wuggy theory, because, you know, huggy wuggy. And yeah, let's just get on with it. So in the game Poppy Playtime, you first see, you know, huggy wuggy. You first see him as a statue. He doesn't actually look black and glitch like that. But yeah, you see him as a statue, and he's just not moving. He looks like that. He looks pretty creepy. And you don't really see him again for the rest of the game. But you see him at the very end. Oh yeah, but this time he has teeth. So yeah, teeth. And yeah, he chases you through a vent, and that's really intense. And then there's the famous death scene where you kill him, and then you have to walk down a long middle hallway where you find a creepy doll called Poppy. And that's basically the end of the chapter. So before we cover chapter 2, before we cover chapter 2, I'm just gonna say the stuff that involves this theory for chapter 1, which is, even though Huggy Wuggy spends most of his time, you see him most in chapter 1, you don't really, there isn't that much of that theory that covers chapter 1. So basically, Huggy Wuggy's biology. I'm not a Huggy Wuggy biologist or anything, but I think it's pretty obvious that he's mostly fluff, maybe like blood, so probably like bones and stuff. But he's probably a lot of fluff, a lot of light stuff. He's probably very light. He's also very skinny, so he should be very fast. But surprisingly, we're able to outrun him in a vent system, so I think that's already kind of a red flag. And the vent scene is after you see somebody do it, or you do it yourself once. It seems really easy, so I'm just gonna say, like, I think he's kind of going easy on you. If you're playing the game, I think he's just kind of going easy on you. So yeah, that's really the only parts of, like, another thing, is that, like, he, like, puts his hand, like, on a door, and kind of curves it back, like, under the door. He puts his hand by a door, so all you see is his hand, and then he just pulls it back as if he's trying to lead you into that room. And then when you're trying to get your red hand, he spies on you with those blinky eyes. And yeah, so it seems like he's like spying on you, or making sure that you are going where you're supposed to go. And now for chapter 2. You don't really see him that much in chapter 2, but you do see him in one of the games, Whack-a-Wuggy, which, why is one Huggy Wuggy hitting another Huggy Wuggy with a hammer? Does anybody notice that? Did anybody notice that? Does anybody notice that? There's a Huggy Wuggy hitting another Huggy Wuggy with a hammer. Oh, and he has teeth. He does have teeth. Okay, so yeah, basically Wuggy is basically a game where there's a bunch of huggy wuggies, different colors. They pop out of holes. You have to whack them with your grab pack. It's a pretty simple game. It's basically whack-a-mole. So basically, here's what I think is happening with Huggy Wuggy's mastermind plan, I guess. It's not really a mastermind. But basically, Huggy Wuggy, this dude. He is a security system at Playtime Co. And he finds you, chases you through a vent to lead you to Poppy. Yeah, basically, you go find Poppy helps you. She says you're gonna give you the code to the train station, but Mommy Longlegs differs with that. That's what differ means. I don't know. But yeah. So Mommy Longlegs, nope. She steals Poppy. Is that? She keeps Poppy held captive, and basically she keeps the train code, and she says you have to play the games to get the train code. One of them being Whack-a-Wuggy. And basically, yeah, Whack-a-Wuggy. So you play Whack-a-Wuggy. Huggy Wuggy gets what he wants, and everything works out. Everything works out for Huggy Wuggy. Yeah. Everything works out. Huggy Wuggy's happy, except for the fact that you killed him.